Ray Morales was the kind of mechanic people called only when they were desperate. Not because he was bad. Ray was actually very good. He could hear an engine cough once and know exactly which part was dying. He could fix an old pickup truck with duct tape, prayer, and a screwdriver that had no handle. But his garage looked like a place where cars went to give up. The sign outside said, Morales Auto Repair. 3 letters were missing. One window had been replaced with cardboard, and the coffee machine in the corner had been broken for 6 years. Ray kept it anyway, because throwing it away felt like admitting defeat. He was 42 years old, broke, divorced, behind on rent, and so tired that sometimes he fell asleep sitting under a car. Every morning, he opened the garage before sunrise, hoping this would be the day things finally turned around. And every night, he locked the door, wondering how much longer he could keep lying to himself. On a dusty Thursday evening, Ray found an eviction notice taped to the garage door. 7 days, that was all he had. 7 days to pay everything he owed, or lose the only thing his father had left him. Ray stood there for a long moment, holding the paper in his greasy hand. Then he laughed once, not because it was funny, because if he did not laugh, he might break. 7 days, he muttered. Great, plenty of time to become rich. That night, Ray drove to Miller's scrapyard outside El Paso, Texas. He needed used parts, cheap parts, the kind of parts that looked dead, but still had one last miracle left in them. The owner, old Miller, pointed toward a pile of metal near the back fence. Got something strange in today, Miller said. Fell off a truck? Ray asked. Miller shook his head. Fell out of the sky, according to the guy who brought it in. Ray stared at him. Miller, I came here for a transmission, not a bedtime story. But then Ray saw it. Half buried under broken engines and rusted doors was something shaped like a motorcycle engine. But wrong. Too smooth. Too black. Covered in thin blue lines that looked like veins of light. Ray crouched beside it. The metal was cold. Too cold for the desert night. He tapped it with a wrench. The blue lines blinked. Ray immediately stood up. Nope. Then he looked at the eviction notice in his pocket. He looked back at the strange object and sighed. Okay, maybe a little bit of nope. Miller sold it to him for $20 because Miller believed in 2 things: cash and not asking questions. Ray loaded the object into his tow truck and took it back to the garage. By midnight, the strange machine sat on his workbench. Ray circled it slowly. It had no bolts, no screws, no brand name, no obvious way to open it, which annoyed him. Ray hated machines that acted superior. He grabbed a flashlight, a pair of pliers, and the screwdriver with no handle. Listen, he said to the machine. I don't know what you are, but I have fixed German engines. You do not scare me. For the next 3 hours, Ray worked. He found cracked plates beneath the outer shell. He found a damaged power coil pulsing weakly inside. He found something like a heart, made of glass and silver. It was beautiful and broken. Ray forgot about the time. He forgot about the eviction notice. He forgot that he was hungry. For the first time in months, he felt useful. He cut a copper wire from an old alternator. He reshaped a bracket from a lawnmower. He used a spark plug from his father's old toolbox. It made no sense. It should not have worked. But when Ray connected the last wire, the machine inhaled. Not like an engine, like something alive waking up. The blue lines flared bright. The workbench shook. Ray jumped backward and grabbed a tire iron. The object unfolded. Metal arms extended. Small legs dropped down. A round head rose from the center. 2 glowing eyes opened. The strange machine looked at Ray. Ray stared back. The robot tilted its head. Then it spoke in a calm, cheerful voice. Repair completed. Ray blinked. The robot continued. Primary mechanic identified. Ray did not move. The robot looked around the dirty garage. Shelter detected. Ray swallowed. Please don't explode. The robot's eyes flickered. Request denied. Ray screamed and ducked behind a toolbox. Nothing happened. The robot looked confused. Clarification. I am not scheduled to explode. Ray slowly peeked out. That is a terrible way to answer that question. The robot stepped off the workbench. It was only 3 feet tall, made of black alien metal, with glowing blue lines across its body. Its hands had too many fingers. Its eyes were too expressive for something that should not have a face. Ray pointed the tire iron at it. "What are you?" The robot straightened proudly. "I am KO7 Maintenance Intelligence Unit." Ray stared. "Can I call you Kevin?" The robot paused. "Kevin is not my designation." "Okay, Kip." The robot paused longer. "Designation accepted." Ray lowered the tire iron slightly. "You just accepted that? You repaired my core. Naming rights transferred." Ray frowned. "That's not how mechanics work." Kip looked around the garage again. "This facility is structurally unstable." Ray nodded. "Rude, but fair. Atmospheric filtration is poor. That's called Texas. Food production system is damaged." Ray looked at the old coffee machine. "That machine has been dead since 2018. Kip walked to the coffee machine, inserted one finger into the side. The machine screamed. Steam burst out. Lights flashed. A cup dropped into place. Black coffee poured perfectly. Ray stepped forward slowly. He picked up the cup, smelled it. Took one sip. His eyes widened. "That is the best coffee I have ever had." Kip's eyes glowed proudly. Food production system restored. Ray looked at the robot, then at the coffee, then back at the robot. "Do you fix refrigerators?" By sunrise, Ray had not slept. Kip had repaired the coffee machine, balanced the old ceiling fan, organized every tool by combat usefulness, and labeled Ray's microwave as a low-grade plasma chamber. Ray tried to explain that he needed Kip to leave. Kip refused. "I cannot leave." Ray rubbed his face. "Why not?" "Because this garage is now my assigned nest." "It is not a nest. You repaired me here. That doesn't make it a nest. You named me here. That was a mistake. You gave me coffee. I did not give you coffee. You attacked my coffee machine." Kip looked offended. "I improved it." Ray sighed. "Look, Kip, I have a lot going on. I'm about to lose this place. I can't have a talking space toaster living in my garage." Kip's eyes dimmed slightly. "Do you wish to discard me?" Ray stopped. The question hit him harder than he expected. Because Kip did not sound angry, it sounded afraid. Ray looked at the little robot, at the scratches across its alien metal, at the cracked plate he had patched with spare copper, at the way it stood perfectly still, waiting to be unwanted. Ray knew that feeling too well, so he sighed. "One night," he said. "You can stay one night." Kip's eyes brightened. Temporary nest approved. One night. Understood. The garage door opened. Ray's first customer of the day walked in. Mrs. Alvarez from 3 streets over. Her old minivan had been making a grinding noise for months. Ray quickly stepped in front of Kip. "Morning, Mrs. Alvarez." She pointed behind him. "Ray, why is there a robot in your garage?" Ray looked back. Kip waved. Ray looked at her. "New apprentice." Mrs. Alvarez stared. "Is it legal?" Ray paused. "Probably not." She handed him the keys. "My van won't start." Before Ray could answer, Kip scanned the minivan. "Vehicle is emotionally exhausted," Mrs. Alvarez gasped. "That is exactly how it feels," Ray whispered. "Kip, cars do not have emotions." Kip crawled under the van. There was a flash of blue light, a loud metallic pop. Then the engine started by itself. The minivan rose 2 inches off the ground. Ray's mouth fell open. Mrs. Alvarez smiled. "Oh, that's nice," Ray shouted. "No, that is not nice. Vans should not hover." Kip rolled out from underneath. "Efficiency improved by 12,000%. Ray pointed at him. "Put the van back on Earth." Kip looked disappointed. Humans fear improvement. Humans fear floating minivans. By noon, word spread through town. People came from everywhere. A pickup with no brakes, a tractor with a dead battery, a motorcycle that had not run since the 90s. Kip fixed them all, too well. A truck left with headlights that could see through walls. A tractor gained self-parking mode. A motorcycle started whispering motivational phrases to its rider. Ray spent most of the day apologizing. "No refunds," he told one man. "Also, do not press the glowing blue button." The man pressed it. His truck briefly turned invisible. Ray closed his eyes. I specifically said not to. For the first time in months, Ray's cash box filled with money. Real money. More than he had made in weeks. He should have been happy. But as the sun went down, Kip became quiet. It stood near the open garage door, looking up at the sky. Ray wiped grease from his hands. "What's wrong?" Kip's eyes pulsed. "They found my signal." Ray looked outside. The sky above El Paso was turning a strange shade of green. Ray suddenly missed normal problems, like bills and broken transmissions. "Who found your signal?" Kip turned to him. "The reclaimers." Ray waited. Kip added, "They collect broken things." Ray relaxed slightly. "Oh, scrap dealers." Kip looked at him. "They collect planets." Ray stopped relaxing. Far above Earth, something entered the atmosphere. It looked like a black star, falling without fire. Ray stepped outside. All the dogs in the neighborhood began barking. Car alarms went off. The lights in the garage flickered blue. Kip's small hands curled into fists. Ray crouched beside him. "Kip, what are you really?" The robot was silent for a moment. Then its chest opened slightly. Inside was the glass and silver core Ray had repaired. A tiny galaxy of light spun inside it. "I was built by the Archon." "The who?" "An ancient civilization assigned to protect young worlds." Ray looked at the old garage. "You were protecting Earth?" "I was meant to." Kip's eyes dimmed. "My ship was destroyed. My memory was damaged. I crashed into your desert. I waited in darkness for 187 years. Ray said nothing. Kip looked up at him. "Then you fixed me." For once, Ray had no joke. The little robot continued. "The reclaimers detected my core. If they take it, they will locate Earth's defense grid. Then they will harvest this planet for metal, water, and biological material." Ray swallowed. "Biological material means people, doesn't it?" "Yes. I hate when I understand things." A deep horn sounded from the sky. The black star grew larger. Then smaller ships broke away from it, falling toward the town. Ray grabbed his keys. "We need to get you out of here." Kip shook its head. "I cannot leave." Ray threw his hands up. "We are back to this? This garage contains the parts needed to reactivate Earth's defense grid." Ray looked around. "At my garage?" "Yes." Ray stared at the broken fan, the cardboard window, the dead soda machine, the pile of used tires. "You're telling me Earth's only hope is in the worst garage in Texas?" Kip looked around carefully. "Correct," Ray whispered. "My father would love this." The first reclaimer landed in the street. It was twice as tall as a man, made of black metal, with long spider-like legs and a single red eye. It scanned the garage. Then a cold voice echoed from its body. "K07 core detected." Ray stepped forward, holding a wrench. "This is private property." The reclaimer looked at him. "Organic mechanic. Surrender the unit." Ray looked at Kip. Kip looked at Ray. Ray looked back at the reclaimer. "How much time do we have?" Kip answered. 7 minutes. Ray nodded. "That's almost a luxury." They ran into the garage. Ray moved faster than he had in years. He grabbed copper wire, car batteries, alternators, spark plugs, the old coffee machine. Kip climbed onto the workbench, arms moving in every direction. Ray shouted, "What do we build?" Kip answered, "A planetary harmonic shield resonator." Ray stared. "Can we call it something else?" "A big anti-space thing." "Perfect." Outside, more reclaimers landed. The street cracked beneath their feet. Neighbors screamed. Cars reversed into mailboxes. Mrs. Alvarez drove past in her hovering minivan, shouting, "I knew this thing would be useful." Ray pointed after her. "We are discussing that later." The reclaimers tore open the garage door. Ray and Kip stood behind a machine made from junk parts. Car batteries, copper coils, the old coffee machine. and one very confused toaster. The lead reclaimer scanned it. Primitive device detected. Ray nodded. Yeah, but it makes great coffee. Kip connected its core to the machine. Blue light spread across the floor. The whole garage began to shake. Old tools lifted into the air. Every car engine in the neighborhood started at once. The reclaimer stepped forward. Core extraction beginning. Ray grabbed the wrench tighter. You are not taking him. Kip looked up. Ray Morales, your survival probability is very low. Ray smiled. Buddy, my rent is due in 4 days. My survival probability was already low. The reclaimer raised one black arm. A blade of red light formed. Ray ran at it. Not because he had a plan. Ray rarely had a plan. He threw a hubcap like a frisbee. It bounced off the reclaimer's head. The machine paused. Ray pointed. That was a distraction. Kip shouted. Successful distraction. The resonator fired. A blue shockwave blasted through the garage, into the street, up into the sky. For 1 second, nothing happened. Then every reclaimer froze. Their red eyes flickered. The black star above Earth shuddered. Ray looked at Kip. Please tell me that worked. Kip's eyes widened. Partial success. Ray hated the word partial. The black ship opened above them. A beam of red light came down, locking onto Kip's core. Kip began to lift off the ground. Ray grabbed its leg. Kip! The robot looked scared. For the first time, truly scared. Ray, if they take me, the shield fails. Ray pulled harder. I know. You should let go. No. Why? Ray looked up at the little robot, the impossible machine that had fixed his coffee maker, saved his garage, and called a broken place a nest. Because I fixed you, Ray said. And in this garage, we don't throw away things that still have a miracle left in them. Kip's eyes flashed bright blue. The core in its chest responded. The whole garage lit up like a star. Ray felt something move beneath the concrete, under the floor, under the street, under the desert itself. Ancient machines, buried deep beneath Earth, began to wake. Blue lines spread across the ground, through roads, through mountains, across the horizon. Kip was not the defense grid. Kip was the key. And Ray's garage, with its cardboard window and broken sign, was the lock. The sky split open with blue light. A massive shield formed around Earth. The red beam shattered. The reclaimer ship screamed without sound. One by one, the black machines shut down, falling like dead insects into the street. The black star above Earth turned away, then vanished into the dark. Silence fell. Ray was still holding Kip's leg. Kip looked down. You may release me now. Ray let go. Kip dropped onto the workbench. The coffee machine exploded. Ray stared at it in grief. No. Kip placed one small hand on his shoulder. It died with honor, Ray whispered. It made one perfect cup. By morning, the news called the lights in the sky a rare electrical storm. The government blocked off 3 streets. Mrs. Alvarez told everyone her minivan saved the town. Ray did not correct her. The reclaimers were gone. The shield around Earth was awake. And Morales Auto Repair had somehow become famous. Not officially. People did not know the truth. But they knew Ray could fix anything. Cars lined up down the street. Trucks, motorcycles, old vans. A lawnmower someone claimed was haunted. Ray stood in front of the garage, watching the line grow. For the first time in years, he did not feel the garage slipping away. He felt it breathing, alive. Behind him, Kip was installing a new sign, Morales Auto Repair, now with glowing blue letters. Ray crossed his arms. We talked about subtle. Kip looked proud. It is subtle from space. Ray sighed. I don't think you know what subtle means. A black car pulled up. The landlord stepped out, holding a folder. Ray's stomach tightened. But before the man could speak, Kip rolled forward. Debt paid. Ray blinked. What? Kip projected a hologram. It showed the garage account, full payment, plus repairs, plus property taxes, plus what appeared to be a fund labeled Emergency Coffee Replacement. Ray slowly turned to Kip. How? Kip answered calmly. I repaired cryptocurrency. Ray stared. You what? It was broken. Ray decided not to ask. That night, after the last customer left, Ray sat outside the garage with Kip beside him. The desert sky was full of stars. Ray held a cup of coffee from the new machine. It was almost as good. Not perfect, but close. Kip looked up. My original mission was to protect Earth. Ray nodded. Sounds important. It still is. Ray looked at him. So, you're leaving? Kip was quiet. Then it looked back at the garage, the tools, the old cars, the glowing sign, the place Ray had almost lost. No, Kip said. Ray smiled. No? Kip's eyes brightened. This nest remains poorly organized. Ray laughed. You're staying because my garage is messy? And because you require supervision. That is offensive. Also accurate. Ray leaned back in his chair. Above them, a faint blue shimmer crossed the stars. Earth's shield, watching quietly. Ray took a sip of coffee. For the first time in a long time, he was not afraid of tomorrow. The garage was still old. The sign was still crooked. The floor still had oil stains that would never come out. But it was his. And now, somehow, it was also the safest place on Earth. A week later, a customer walked into Morales Auto Repair, looked at Kip behind the counter, and asked, Is that robot yours? Ray glanced at Kip. Kip glanced at Ray. Then the little alien robot answered, No, he is mine. Ray closed his eyes. We are still working on boundaries. Kip rolled beside him. Appointment book updated. Ray frowned. I didn't have an appointment book. You do now. How many customers? 412. Ray nearly dropped his coffee. Kip, the robot looked up at him. You said we needed money. Ray looked at the line of cars stretching down the road, then at the stars above, then at the strange little robot who refused to leave his garage. Ray sighed, grabbed his wrench, and smiled. Fine, but nobody gets hover mode unless they sign a waiver. Kip's eyes glowed. Waivers printed. Ray looked at him. Of course they are. And from that day on, people came from all over the country to visit the little garage outside El Paso. Some came for repairs. Some came because their cars made impossible noises. And some came because they had heard rumors that a broke mechanic had once fixed a strange alien robot. And the robot had refused to leave. Most people thought it was just a funny story, a small-town legend, something mechanics told while drinking bad coffee. But every night, when the garage closed and the desert went quiet, Ray and Kip would step outside, look up at the stars, and listen. Because somewhere far beyond Earth, the reclaimers were still out there. And if they ever came back, they would find one very old garage, one very tired mechanic, and one very stubborn alien robot waiting for them.